Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV Balloon Basics. We're joined once again by Mark from Qualatex. Mark, thank you for coming.
Great to be here.
And today, Mark is going to show us how to make a sand weight. You might have seen him using sand weights in some of the shows that we've done before, and today he's going to show us how to make a sand weight. So Mark, over to you.
So why sand weights, I guess, is the first thing.
Good question.
Water's readily available, so easy to get your balloon, double stuff it, drop it onto a tap, and then you've got a weight. And there's nothing wrong with that. But a few years ago, quite a few years ago now, on a warm summer's day, I used cold water from a tap with a Qualatex purple balloon and tied them off underneath my weights. And what happened, because there was cold water in, hot day, you ended up with condensation inside a marquee on the outside of the balloon. So the balloons looked like they were leaking. Also, the water ran through the pigment and it stained the tablecloths.
Okay.
So that's why when I always say if you've got a sand weight or you can use a sand weight, I'd prefer to, because of my own experience of getting it wrong.
That's good.
Literally every time I'm going to use a latex balloon, I'm going to double stuff them. Just to do that, I just fold up a balloon, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just drop it inside the neck. And there we go, that's a double stuffed balloon. So when we talk about double stuffed balloons, it's just one inside the other.
Right.
You don't have to use a balloon. You could use a little roll of bags. When I first started, the bank used to give me lots of free ones.
All right.
And I usually just literally, simply in the bag, and then that was the weight.
But that looks ugly.
It does look ugly. Do you sell anything to cover it?
It's funny, here at Balloon Market, Mark, we do sell something that's not a Qualatex product, so I'm not going to let you touch it.
I'd burn.
Because you would burn.
I just self-combusted.
But we've got these little cardboard boxes, and they are perfect for, be careful, for this sort of thing. So you just fold those over like that. You'd never have done this, obviously.
No.
And
not since Qualatex stopped making them.
And there you go. So, and I guess you can just put whatever weight you want in there. And we've used pebbles ourselves before. Yeah. And what we actually do as well is some steel offcuts and things like that, scraps of steel. So, great little boxes. But
one thing that is important with sand, Greg, is that you use kiln dried or very dry sand. Yeah. If you try and use sand that isn't dry, it just won't go through any form of funnel.
And we've learned that because we have tried.
Have you?
Yes.
And it's really easy, even if you buy kiln dried sand and then you don't leave it in a really dry atmosphere, it will attract moisture again. Yeah. And I've had that happen before, and that's a nightmare. So it does come with its issues. But we've got our double stuffed balloon. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to help it by just pre-stretching the balloon slightly. I'll then drop the balloon onto the end of there, and then literally fill away. Now, obviously, with a small funnel, you know, it's going to take some time. So a lot of people cut the end off the funnel to make a bigger aperture, but it will only fill so far on its own. Yeah. And then what you have to do is you have to press down.
Oh, I see.
And what I'm essentially doing is I'm filling the neck of the balloon each time and then pressing that in.
Yeah.
And using that technique, you can just keep stretching the balloon out until you get to your desired weight.
Yeah. So that could just keep on going.
And just keep on going and going and going until you get to the right piece. So if you only need a small weight, then there's no point using additional weight.
That's really effective, isn't it?
So as you can see, as you stretch it out and press it down, and now all the sand is left inside. Now the other great thing about sand weights is that you can flatten them out, and that gives you a larger surface area, which is really good on a windy sort of environment, or where you've got a lot of pull off a helium arch, because it stops dragging of your weight.
Yeah. Oh,
that's it. Sand weights.
Tie a knot in it.
Tie a knot in it, and away you go.
And there you go. Mark, thank you very much for that. That's it. As Mark says, that's how you do a sand weight. Thanks for watching. Bye.